from the beginning, from this podium, we haven't stated how long it will take. Our will is endless. And I want the American people to understand is this is not endless, it's not protracted. The president has set a very specific mission to accomplish, and our job is to unrelentingly deliver that.
Wars don't just happen. They are designed, engineered, and sometimes inherited. 3 weeks into America's war with Iran, one question is getting louder, sharper, impossible to ignore. Did Donald Trump walk into a trap? Because right now, the United States is burning nearly $900 million a day in a war, with no endgame, no coalition, and no clear exit. And the deeper Washington goes, the harder it becomes to turn back. March 16th, that's when Israel killed Ali Larijani, one of the last powerful figures inside Iran who could actually negotiate, a bridge between hardliners and diplomacy, a man who had already reached out, quietly, to prevent this war. He could have been the exit ramp. He was eliminated. That changes everything. Because wars don't just depend on weapons, they depend on who you can talk to. And with Larijani gone, that door is now slammed shut. However, this didn't start in 2026. For years, Benjamin Netanyahu has framed Iran as the central threat, not to be contained, but dismantled, not weakened, not negotiated with, eliminated. Then came February 28th, Operation Epic Fury, strikes that wiped out leadership, crippled missile systems, and reshaped the battlefield overnight. But here's the problem. Iran didn't collapse. It hardened. The moderates disappeared. The hardliners took control. Mojtaba Khamenei refused any ceasefire. Hormuz remained unstable. And suddenly, this wasn't a short war anymore. It was a long one. US officials have openly admitted that they miscalculated Iran's response. The latest admission came from the commander-in-chief himself, Donald Trump.
Likewise. And remember, they got all of those missiles. And I heard they were sending missiles to UAE. I said, that's strange. You know, UAE is like the banker for Iran. They're like the banker. Qatar, their neighbors, they got along okay. Saudi Arabia. All of a sudden, Kuwait is getting hit. Bahrain is getting, all these countries are getting hit. There was no expert that would say that was going to happen. It's not a question of like, gee, should you have known? And if we did know, big deal. I mean, we have to do what we have to do.
And long wars. Change who pays the price. Because while missiles hit targets in the Middle East, the economic shock hits home. Fuel prices rise. Supply chains break. Pressure builds, not in Tehran, but in America. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because the longer this war drags, the more it aligns with Israel's long-term strategy. A weakened Iran. No diplomatic off-ramp. The US fully committed. Exactly the scenario Israel has warned about and prepared for over 2 decades. So where does that leave Trump? He entered as a deal maker, but there's no deal on the table. No one left to negotiate with. No easy exit. Just escalation, cost, and a war that keeps pulling him deeper. Was this intentional? Was this coordination? Or was it something more subtle? A strategic reality, years in the making, that the US walked straight into? Because in war, the most dangerous trap is the one you don't see until you're already inside. And right now, America may be fighting a war it doesn't know how to end.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.